Hey, welcome back to Digestion. So it's been a few weeks since I posted a video about this game, and I have spent the last few weeks working on it and fixing various bugs here and there and hopefully making some progress. So I thought it would be a good idea to show some of that progress. So as you can see, we've got our main menu here. Not a whole lot has changed. I did add this button for loading a scenario. So if you click on it, you have this drop-down menu that opens up, so you can choose food pyramid, only meats, fruits and vegetables, sweets. Way at the bottom here you can just do random, which is kind of the default. If you leave it this way, right, I do have a nice warning there. So say only vegetables and you can accept, but yeah, still needs to be worked on, so doesn't really do anything. So with that, one of the levels that I've been working a lot on is the mouth. So I tried this earlier. There we go. So we need to chew and swallow 50 pieces of food. I changed the food spawning process so that, bam, there we go. The player now has control over spawning the food. And go. Alright, and some of those are just disappearing when they shouldn't, actually. Alright, well, maybe I can get to that. Alright, there's yet another thing that will have to be fixed. The tongue position. Getting all funky. There we go. Oh no. There we go. Yep. So as you can see, that definitely needs to be fixed as well. The food getting into really weird places. Oh no, still choking. There we go. Oh my god, it's in between my bones. Oh, alright. Well, thank God that's over now. As you can see, it kind of, after you get to 50 pieces of food, it automatically loads you into the stomach level. I've changed the controls for the pepsin so that it's just simple up, down, left, right movement so that the player doesn't have to worry about rotation. Part of this has come from feedback from a few of my testers, my volunteer testers that I've got, that the controls just didn't feel very good, and it's difficult to actually tell what way you're pointed in. And the other thing is, I have actually asked some of my students who are, 3 years old and 4 years old and sometimes 5 or 6 years old to play this game. And when they have to worry about rotation and facing the correct direction, it seems like the controls were just a little bit too difficult for them to manage. So yeah, I've changed the controls a little bit. The direction doesn't matter. As long as you touch something with your little collider circle thing, you will be able to attack it. Now the other thing that I've added is that little pop-up notice, and as you can see, ta-da, my cool arrow here. So it is always pointing in the correct direction no matter where the player goes. So yeah, just a little bit of help. Hopefully that is actually helpful, besides just having the thing glow, because obviously you can't really see it. If you are way over here, you have no idea where you're supposed to go. So the arrow plus the message hopefully will tell people they should be going over here. And let's go over there. Okay, so zoom in over there. And again, I've changed this one a little bit. So I am using the keys to spawn in these, as you can see. Now there we go. There come the proteins. There we go. So, alright, little bit of a slowdown there. That's one of the things that I've been really trying to work on for this level in particular, is to get rid of those horrible, horrible system slowdowns that I had. So I changed some of the colliders on these to circles instead of having polygons, because I was hoping they would be a little bit easier to perform calculations on. So I'm hoping that that helps. Now the overall goal of this level is to get the score up to 15,000. So, oh wow, geez, there's a ton of sugars over there. If I could just get some of those sugars over to here, I would be rolling in the ATP. Okay, yeah, see this is kind of a problem, these lags. I'm gonna have to do something about spawning the nutrients in a little bit more rapidly, I think, so that we don't have these long periods of downtime. It's really just kind of boring. And one of the other changes I've made from the previous iterations was these enzymes do not seek out their targets anymore. They used to seek out their targets. So I might change it back so that they seek out their targets again. Okay, somehow I managed to get through there. And now this one, the final level, basically you just have to click on the water molecules a lot in order to make sure that you have normal quality stool. So the main job of the large intestine in human digestion is just that, just to absorb water, excess water. So you need to try to keep the ratio around, I believe it's between 70 to 75% should be water. If it's any more, you'll get this loose quality. And if it's really a lot more, it will become watery. So it used to be really, really difficult to play this one because basically I just counted every particle going through the colon, and I kept track whether it was a particle of feces, or a particle of water, and I just kept a running total and a running ratio. Oh, that's a lot of water there. Yeah, I just kept a running ratio. So basically, the longer you played, the harder it got to change the quality. But now I've changed the rules a little bit, so I'm basically only counting every 100 particles and adding up that ratio, and once I get to 100, I save the ratio, the percentage of water, and then I just do a running average, whatever the previous average was, plus the current ratio. So hopefully that's a little bit easier, to alter the quality of your stool in that way. God, it still sounds weird to say that. Alright, but in any case, the goal is to keep normal quality stool for 1 minute. Gosh, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it without getting like a click sore finger here. So this, the time limit that you have to do it for might have to be changed, and maybe I'll add a counter or something to make it a little bit more player friendly. So like a countdown, like you've had normal quality stool for 30, for like you start having normal quality stool and then have a countdown. You know, you have to keep it for 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, whatever, and hopefully that'll be clearer feedback there. So, in any case, those are the changes that I've made, and that is my digestion game. So let's go back. Go back here. And yeah, so there's obviously a lot more work that needs to be done, especially with that god-awful mouth level. Still needs a lot of improvement, but I think it's looking a little bit better than it was before. In any case, thank you for watching.